Rowan Dean joins us now, along with Jenna Clark, with Senator Jim Molan, with the great man that is Graham Richardson, one and all. Hello. Let's talk about your mate, Matt Kean. So, yesterday, all of your mates, Matt Kean, but Rowan, I throw it to you. Yesterday was bloody hot in Sydney, a day where electricity went through the roof. Why? Because people had these things called, what's that F word? Fans. They wanted to use air conditioners. God forbid they wanted to be comfortable in their own homes. Now, I don't know whether the Tesla battery at Matt Kean's house was what was keeping him cool. I don't know, but I suspect a little bit of coal might have been involved. However, Matt Kean decided to smart-ass it this morning, saying those powerful vested interests in the big energy money, as if there's not big money in renewables, but anyway, the big coal barons have decided that energy policy in this country for generations now, they'll have to face policy settings that favour the community, not their own self-interest. Spew, spew. Mark Latham.
The backup plan that Matt Kean has got, he's against gas, so he's against gas peaking to keep the lights on, and his backup plan relies on pumped hydro. There's no proven case for that in New South Wales, and for battery storage, which is an unproven technology on that scale. So this is really flying blind. It's a stab in the dark, and you've got the entire New South Wales power grid, all our jobs, all our households, all our businesses on the line.
Okay. 77%. That's how much was coming from coal this weekend, Rowan. 77%.
Well, Paul, this is a farce that a Liberal government has done this to us, a complete betrayal. But let me just say a couple of things very quickly. Firstly, yes, it was hot in Sydney. Yes, absolutely. After outside, as I drove home, it was hot. Went to the beach, had a great time. But it was hotter in 1789.
Yes.
And it was hotter in 1939 and 1940s and 1950s. And it was certainly as hot, I remember, as a kid in the 60s and 70s. So let's just get real. First of all, it was not some exceptional, climate change-driven thing. Heat waves happen. They've always happened. That's why they're called heat waves. And they normally herald the summer. Second thing is the reason we as a society are so successful when we do have extremes of weather, whether they be hot or cold or whatever, is because we have coal. We have abundant, cheap energy. And all Matt Kean is doing is, and shame on him, is ensuring that Mrs. Kafoops, that the poor, the elderly, the most vulnerable in our society either swelter and probably get health problems, possibly even fatal health problems, because their air conditioning will be unaffordable or their heating is unaffordable. That is all we are achieving, making energy far more expensive.
And guess what happened yesterday? According to the New South Wales Ambulance Service, their busiest day ever was yesterday. Ever yesterday in responding to what was going on. Because here's the truth, Senator. There are people who are scared in winter to turn on the heater because they know what the cost will be. They are scared in summer to turn on the things that will cool them down because they know what the cost would be. Now, I know that doesn't matter for those that are, oh so cushy, a couple of $100,000 guaranteed government job, or plenty more money to lobby the people in government. But this is a real issue. It really matters. Remember when they laughed at Craig Kelly about the people who might die during a cold? Well, guess what might happen during a hot time?
No, that's exactly right. And I'm not too sure exactly why the New South Wales government is going this way. They know they will never have to deliver on the full promise that is out there. I think $34 billion has been put into what they're talking about. But coal will be with us, as Rowan said, for an awful long time going into the future, which is why I find particularly attractive the approach that if you're going to try to lower emissions, if you see value in lowering emissions, and all of us know, Paul, that nothing that we do in Australia can in any way affect the world climate. So this is a very expensive way of reducing a bit of visible pollution. $34 billion in the state of New South Wales. Now, I'm a New South Wales senator. I represent the people of New South Wales, not the government of New South Wales, and I was very disappointed by this policy. But it's their policy. They've got to live and die on that policy, and let's see what it does. I wonder if they're going to ever get to the stage where we're looking at small modular nuclear reactors. Is that somehow not green enough?
Yeah, correct.